€3,201. That is the debt liability that Micheál Martin signed every man, woman and child in Ireland up to when he agreed the EU Recovery Fund on Monday. My name is Herman Kelly. I'm president of the Irish Freedom Party. Micheál Martin, maybe we can see why it's called Fianna Fáil or Fianna Failure. He has done great damage to the people of Ireland. Ireland is currently the third most publicly indebted country in the world. Each man, woman and child has a debt of 44,000. Micheál Martin has signed up an additional debt of €3,201, which will have to be paid back starting from 2028. The figures are in black and white in a commission document that was sent to the Parliament and the Council in 27th of May this year. Every journalist in Ireland worth their salt should be able to get their hands on it. It's in the public domain, and only one newspaper, The Sun, actually reported on it, and also Grip Media also reported on the story. So we can see that there's a Europhile nexus of NGOs, of the media, and of majority of politicians in Dáil Éireann. They want to be quiet about this huge liability that Ireland has signed itself up to. Now, let's look at the figures. People say, oh, but the EU is a wonderful thing, isn't it? Since we joined, it's given us loads of cash. Now, if we look at the official figures from the government, the last time I looked, net receipts from the EU to Ireland were 44 billion cash. Now, you've got to take away from that the 64 billion cash that the Troika imposed on Ireland during the crisis from 2011 onwards. It also took, I think it's 18 billion from to fund the banks. That was taken from the National Pension Fund. And also they've taken EU boats, mainly French and Spanish and Portuguese, have taken fish. They've taken fish worth €215 billion out of Irish waters since 1975. Those statistics are done by Dr. Karen Devine of DCU, who used Eurostat figures to make that calculation. So if you look at it in real terms, between the money we received from the EU, the money we've paid to the European Union, and you add up those figures, we are a massive contributor to the EU. We are basically paying people in Brussels we didn't elect to make our laws, many of them which hurt us. And of course, the EU is coming after our corporate tax regime very, very soon. Ireland has been a net contributor since 2013. And in 2018, our net contribution to the EU was 720 million. That is very likely to increase sharply over the next few years. Even the government has admitted that, and I see that even the press have let that out, that our contribution is going to go up to 3.5 billion euro. That's a lot of money each year, which, like, what has happened is that that money that Micheál Martin agreed to send to Brussels, that should have been, Ireland is very close to an economic meltdown because of the consequences of the lockdown. And that money should have been kept in Ireland to help the homeless, to build up the hospitals, to spend on the education system and getting people who are unemployed and whose businesses are bankrupt back to work. So it was a very bad decision by Micheál Martin. We can see that there hasn't been a whisper from Fianna Fáil, Fine Gael or Sinn Féin. They're all happy, for Ireland to be members of the EU, to continue to contribute bucket loads of money to the EU every year, and for Brussels to make and impose laws upon us, and there's nothing we can do about it. That's why Irish Freedom Party, our long-term goal is to remove ourselves from the shackles of the European Union so that we can be a prosperous country, that we can be free to prosper, and that Ireland once again can be a sovereign, independent country, taking its place among the nations of the world with liberty. My name is Herman Kelly from the Irish Freedom Party. Thank you very much. Go on, Margaret.